This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Táisí Vigéisteach le Gaelin, your favourite bilingual podcast with Ciarán, Cian and Cathal is a Rashirísh.
Exploring the worst, weird and wonderful of Gná Hahi an Tail.
Na rudí is massa, is ashtí agus is ainty of life as we know it.
Putting the gay in Gaelga gach seachtain.
Meet your new gay besties.
Hello again, girls, guys, gays, August days. Kerry will ship, falsher ash hig gay lin lumsa Cathal.
I'm Ciarán.
Agus is Misha Cian. Oh my god, we did that without practicing before.
We actually did.
That was really
So
good.
we're 36 episodes in.
37 now.
37 episodes in, and we didn't have to rehearse that before.
That's actually really good.
Hillary's going to be so proud of us.
Well, people actually don't know that we do it every week. You. Anyway,
Yeah.
Cathal, you've done Derg Seachtain, lads. I wasn't with you. I was back home in Laois. What were you up to?
Yes. Oh my God, another busy one. They all spin into
Flat
like,
out.
I'm looking at the weekend going, no, we'll see. I might have a pint or two in the afternoon, out for 3 days.
Yeah. Literally, I'm in such a depressive hole now because I drank so much.
Honestly.
Trans Pride there on Ciarán. That was class. Were you doing it on Friday before we get to
You're skipping Friday, girl.
Sorry, Friday. Jack Woody's
Oh,
fiance
yes.
Jack's birthday.
Dave, who also
Dave.
has a name.
Dave.
Jack Woolley's Mrs.
Oh my
Dave.
god, sorry.
Yes.
That. Oh my
I was
god.
like, you're skipping a big story. So myself and Cian have a new best friend and potential future co-host of the pod. The one and only.
No. You tell them how because I didn't know.
Oh yeah. So we were at Dave's birthday in McGowan's in Phibsborough, and this woman came over to us to ask us about the result of it was the Spain match in the
Yeah.
World Cup.
She was
right?
like, I don't know if you four boys are the kind of boys that would follow the football. And I was like, excuse me, please.
Yeah, Kapalashko. So we're sitting chatting, and then we ended up kind of getting chatting to her and we're having the crack, and I realised who it was immediately, okay? And I was like, oh, gee, sure, you're living in Manchester now. Are you red or blue talking about football? And she was like, oh, and then she went off on an answer. And then Kim was like, what? Like, how do you know that person is? And I was like, oh, she's on Coronation Street at the moment. Thinking that he knew who it was, but was wondering why I knew she lived in Manchester.
So I was like, oh, why would I care about Coronation Street?
Right. So I'm talking about, and we're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then we got into talking a bit about Corrie and what that was like, and, Manchester being great. And we were there in January and the Canal Street and all that. And then it was only when she went away at one stage, and Kim was like, oh, how did you know? Like, she was on Coronation Street. And I said, do you know who that is? And he was like, no. I was like, that's fucking Mrs. Dial, girl.
Oh, what?
Holly McGlynn.
Holly McGlynn.
She was on Dancing with the Stars the same year as Jack. So that's obviously.
Oh, in my head, I thought it was going to be Beverly Callard.
Yeah.
She's...
Yeah, Fair City Bad.
I
Yeah.
didn't know this either.
Yeah.
And she literally go on to us with a drink. She was like, I'll get you a drink.
Yeah.
What do you want? Cathal Wev. And we're like, oh no, I'm grand. She's like, no, I'm getting you a drink. What do you want? And we're like, no. She go on. What do you want? Like, and I was like, only after the fact, I was like, oh my god, we got go on by Mrs.
It took us like the next day to figure out that we had been going, and I was like, I saw her coming back from the bar with like a large bottle of Bulmers and 2 pints, and we were like, oh my god, like, this is so expensive to drink.
I did at this point.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
initially, no. Sorry, I need to say, she's probably in her late 50s, 60s now.
Probably, yeah, 60s.
She's 64 she was 64 on Saturday because
Yeah.
she was like, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Aishin Rocha. So she's 64 now. At the time, she looks younger now than she did as Mrs. Doyle when she
Yeah.
would have been
Yeah.
in her 20s.
Yeah, they really
They
had
bet her
hand
down.
up, like, yeah. But that was the whole premise of Father Ted, was to make them all look as manky as possible.
Yeah, they
I was
really
gonna say,
did.
the makeup artist clocked in that day, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually thought she was like in her, maybe her 40s.
I would have presumed she would be
earliest.
dead now.
Yeah.
The character, like. The
Well,
person who
Dermot
played-
Morgan's dead, so
Yeah,
maybe.
and
But
He
she
died
was
in the 90s
good
now.
crack. She
Yeah.
she ended up stuck with us then for like the whole night, and we were
Yeah,
having
she
an
was
absolute
horny for us.
scream.
I love that she was like...
She was
I
also
don't
kind of
know.
into me. She had her hand on my inner thigh for like, she's like, I hope you don't mind, and I was like,
We were
Not
telling
you getting
because
come on
it was the two of us and Crossy and his
Oh, yeah.
fella were at a table, and we were like standing. That's why she came over to us. She was like, "Oh, do any of you boys know what the result was?" Right? And then they headed off then, and then we were with her for the night. But like, she was actually such a laugh. She was
Yeah.
going around in a pair of track bottoms and a t-shirt and a glass of wine, swinging out her hand. being like-
I love this.
Just hell, it was so much fun. Oh my god, there's such a cute video of Jack and Dave in McGowan's. They have this like.
it's upstairs, my gowns.
Yeah, it's like a random little podium thing that you can stand in. So
It's like a birthday cake.
yeah.
It looks like what a stripper jumps out of.
Yeah, so like the two of them were standing in the middle of it, absolutely giving it socks, and like the video, it's so cute.
In my head, that wasn't... I don't know what the inside of Upstairs McGann's. I thought they had bought that and Dave jumped out of it.
Oh my god,
I thought it was really...
past them.
I thought it was really camp.
No, it was very, very cute. And then Saturday,
Trans Pride.
we
Yeah.
had Trans Pride.
How was that, lads?
Fucking warm.
Yeah,
So
warm.
If there's one thing the dolls do is they have a fucking parade on a
Yeah,
hot day.
Tanta rash. The heat wave is back, lads.
It was like heat. Like there was like the stewards going around through the crowd with like big 5-litre drums of water, just pouring people glasses of water, and people go around with bottles of sun cream because they were.
Oh yeah,
At
go
one stage
on.
we saw like the furries were there, and I'm
I
like,
don't know, how are you alive?
Yeah,
like-
well, chunig me for you one on Pride in Dublin when we were marching, and he had like a body warmer
yeah, and
underneath.
that was like the middle of winter compared to Saturday.
Yeah. Actually, the girl who came up, I should have asked her name, but she came up to me and it was in front of all of the whole group. And I was like getting a glass of water, and she's like, "Oh my God, I love your videos." And I turned to everyone and be like, "Did you just hear that?" And no one responded. And then she was just like,
Crickets. Yeah, crickets.
but it was fun. And then to miss it in my raibhse Bonadora inish, I went.
Yeah, I know,
I
gag.
went home with someone, and we also know was in the
he's
same
getting
bed
all
a week
nervous now, he's
before.
tripping up.
No, I'm like, I don't want to give it away on this. They can listen to the bonus because that's what I'm talking to you about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I changed. You can say my grinder status is now verse. I changed it like on the walk home.
Listen to Keen's adventure up the dirt track exclusively on this week's XXL.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Oh my God, another big weekend for you because Wicklow.
Oh my God, Talton Cup!
Yeah.
Talton Cup.
Yes.
Wicklow and Talton Cup.
The 11th of July. Yeah, Wicklow had a great day.
We were sitting streaming it in outside Brogan's.
I saw, yeah.
Oh,
fun.
so
It's very
and like
cute.
Wicklow shit the bed on Tom Fod in the last 5-10 minutes. So when the comeback they had and then the victory, I was like emotional.
Yeah, it was class.
So good.
I was just sitting there
class.
trying to squeeze a tear out for an Instagram story. It was actually kind of sad to watch.
No, I wasn't. Colin was like, "Are you crying?" And I was like, "No, it's sun cream."
He's just sweating. Yeah.
But
And then
yeah,
I finished off my weekend with a very disappointing and controversial
Look,
results
say what you want.
in Parky Crow gig.
I'm a light for you.
Yeah,
I'm,
very Kiri.
I'm a brother, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, like Kerry are going to beat Mayo, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, this is it. Like, Andy Moran at the weekend was like, "Do you think Mayo are going to win in Ireland?"
Yeah.
No, you don't. So
And
I
I
think
saw on the
let
way
Mayo have their
today-
day in the sun.
Ciarán Kilkenny just retired from Intercounty.
Did
football.
he?
Yeah.
So
I feel like pure shit.
Tá scéal agam faoi Ciarán Kilkenny. He was doing Take Me Out when my sister was studying with him in Pats
Oh my God.
to be a primary school teacher. And apparently he got up and like Squailgore and like he got up on the stage and they all had like red balloons as opposed to red lights like it Take Me Out. And he got up and he was like, "Is Mr. Ciarán Kilkenny agus this Cathal Knukame?" And the whole place went doosh, 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 doosh. All the balloons went.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
No lackey, no latte.
Oh God. I'd
Oh
let
yeah,
him
Paddy
take you
McGuinness.
out. I'd let him take you.
Would you? You'd let anyone take you out?
Sorry, anyone off the fucking Dublin Inter-County panel, you better believe it, girl. Jersey puller over here, what's up?
Yeah, hello. You in the jersey yesterday. If I
covered in
decided,
curry sauce.
I thought it was me. I thought it was a mirror.
Honestly, no, like yesterday was a matter of rooting through my wardrobe to figure out which of the jerseys still fit me because I was like, it's so warm, like which is the loosest one I have? I was like, this will do. And then it was a bad day to be a pint ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Bad day to be a dub. I saw so many of the walking home early make them on.
Actually, town was packed yesterday. Like the
packed.
crowd, it was good vibe. That I went down to Bridie's or Brody's, depending on what you call it, because everyone calls it something different on Mulder Street. And the Lewis and the buses are running down. They had to have the pub. There was so many people outside the pub having pints that they had 2 people in high vis, like traffic wardens, just standing, pushing people in every time a bus or a Lewis went by, because it's a really narrow road. So the Lewis and the bus are going by the whole time, and they just kept on like pushing people in and then letting the crowd like swell back out with the pints in their hands. But it was like how the guards didn't come in and like shut the party down, I don't know. But it was it was fab.
Yeah, good crack. Female Portlaoise. I was back home, and one of the things I just love about going home is the water. Like,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
like the water back in Laois is something different, but it's Casula Ishka O Crumlin. Crumlin water is also very good
Girl, I know.
because I stayed in my friend's granny's house like a couple of times over the years. It's so cold.
Every
out
time
there.
I go back to my parents' house, I literally fill every like receptacle that I have on me and like bring it back because I can't drink my water in the Liberties. It is chlorine.
Yeah.
Like it's rotten. I have to get the big drums, and I'm like it's absolutely rotten. It's like definitely bad for your like hair and your skin and stuff like that. It's so nasty. But when I go back home, I'm like
Crumlin water.
I feel like those videos of like when people get lost in an adventure and they're like they fill like their hands with water and they're like
And disappears.
Yeah, like
Oh.
no, like they're
No,
going
they're
like
just like getting out of the river.
Oh.
yeah, they're like what's that? What's the like one of those like Enid Blyton books? or
Yeah,
something
the
like
bridge
that.
to Terabithia.
Yeah, and
or
I'm
something.
literally drinking the water in my
Bridge
hands.
Terabithia, my fucking sunglasses got Terabithia. We went
They
to
did get
Carl.
Terabithia.
Carl had a house party in the back garden. We were sitting on the wall, and it just was a steep drop into a river. And Colin tickled me, and I threw my head back laughing, and they just yeeted off my head.
Yeah.
And I was like so tempted to go down after them, but yeah, they got Terabithia.
Oh no, that's a
He
sad
very
movie.
much made it.
Which
about
was
him
such
for,
a
like,
sad movie when we were children.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Oh
it?
my
That was such a throwback to childhood.
Yeah,
I actually, well, speaking of childhood, let's get into this week's topic.
I wonder what it could be.
Right, lads, Cian am chun orvan na seachtainna a rá, and this week we are talking all about childhood, óga, growing up, I suppose, different things like that. And for myself, I suppose, vime like son or vime óga, I had like quite a happy childhood. I was like back in the
Bruce.
green fields of Laois. Were you going to say the Brewster Project?
Yeah, back in the Brewster Projects.
Brewster Projects. But like, Grievni yoga, no yoga, like, Ma Algam, like I have good memories of growing up, but I suppose speaking about the worst things, because like obviously we have to kick off with the worst because we're still
Well, no one's here
negative.
to hear about your fucking happy childhood, Cathal. Let's get into the goss. I want to hear the
Cathal,
tea.
like on Quidditch Jacker the Noga non aspa navsblockus, like the lack of independence you have growing
Absolutely.
up. Like Nilain real arga the gut, like Tugalore, like Rielcha own, there's like loads of rules. I was like Vimotish Murray, like Deenach Dirach, like they were like strict but kind of fair. Like
Yeah.
they weren't too overly strict, like we weren't locked in our rooms or anything. But like we didn't have a whole lot of like, oh, like carefree, like go do what you want.
Yeah.
Do
Were
you know
your
what I mean?
parents chicken?
6, 7.
Mine were the fucking Gestapo, honestly. Like, and I love my mom and
Heil,
dad,
heil.
and they both listen to the pod, and they're going to kill me for saying this, but they were so much harder on me than they were on Ronan.
Well, that's
Like,
always the way.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
fair
was
because you were
absolutely
first.
they were like of my group of friends, they were by far the most strict parents.
Oh yeah, Michel
Like,
Ash,
I was
yeah.
always like, what can we do before Ciarán's curfew? Is Ciarán going to be allowed to go to this? Like, that was the thing. It was like the amount of things in the group that were framed around what I could do because I had the fucking
A group
S.
is only as fast
I
as their
had-
slowest member. We're still doing that to this
No,
day. What?
like, they
How
were
can we-
so strict, and I actually think that ends up making you a bit more like
rebellious.
yeah, kind of like, or you're
Yeah.
more likely to do like bad shit because you're like.
Colin and Froza, like strict parents make wild children.
Yeah, I actually think like my brother was more chill than I am by every
Oh
metric.
yeah.
But it's because he had a little bit of a longer like leash than I did.
Poor
I
leash.
think
Poor Laois.
like he definitely is way more chill and definitely didn't cause them, I'd say, nearly the same hassle that I did. But like he was just like allowed to kind of do his thing a little bit more.
Yeah,
So,
we were
It's always the way though.
Yeah,
we were quite well behaved and like glad my Machomra for me like oh you're like you kind of got like a little like bit of leniency, like or if you did something they'd push back and be like you can go to town if you do this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But being told what you can and can't do is probably the worst thing. Like
yeah. What was the worst thing you did? Do you think
oh
The
god.
most worser.
the worstest,
The
most worstest thing
worstest,
that you ever did?
worstest
Yeah,
thing.
ever done?
I'm not going to go fully into it because everyone's heard the story before. But when I made the meme page in my school, like it was like a burn book, and I just
yeah.
told all the teacher secrets, people who had rode, people who were pregnant, and like just really out of character. It was all anonymous, obviously, but then I got caught, or I came forward, and I'm, like that was in 6th year. And it ruined all my past work in the school. Like so many teachers hated my guts after it.
Jeez, I wonder
Actually,
why.
Yeah, no, some of them actually were like, oh, keen finding something about you. One of my teachers said that to me.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I think it's great.
Oh my god! Does it still? It doesn't exist in any format.
No,
does it?
and that's my only regret from it. I don't regret doing it. I regret
Yeah.
I panicked because they were like the guards got involved.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
I deleted the page completely, and I wish I could go back and because like that was obviously my OG viral sensation.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gail Gore's around 40k followers now, but I remember that got to like 5,000 Facebook
Yeah.
follows in a
Yeah.
weekend.
That's crazy.
So looking back, I'm like, God, I could have monetized that and like turned that into something else.
what was it called?
Things not to do in CCM, which is my school.
Oh my god!
At the time, it was like things not to do in a GA pitch, things not to do in mass.
Yeah.
So I just made that. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
Okay, and how were the Tishti?
Yeah, well, I remember. So I went home from. It happened on the Friday. The Monday was the bank holiday. The Tuesday we were in we went to see on Trial in DCU. So I came back on Tuesday evening and the guards were outside the school. And everyone was like, I wasn't officially, but everyone kind of knew. And they were like, oh, Cian. And I was like, big balls. So I got back to the school after a day of like, oh yeah. And the guards there. And I was like record scratch. Like, wait, what?
I say you
Shit the bed.
shat yourself.
So I went home to my mum. She was like, "Yo, you fucking joking? What the fuck?" So then Wednesday morning we went into school. I confessed, and then that ruined my life basically. Like, as in like, I got expelled temporarily. Then they redacted it because loads of people went mad. They've been like, "How are you expelling one of the best students in the school?"
Oh my God.
Well, yes.
I think the one that sticks with me the most is I was 16 and I came home really, really drunk one night, right? And like obviously wasn't meant to be drinking. And like my parents were not even like have a Smirnoff Ice at a family wedding kind of, letting 16-year-olds drink. It was like, even though like my dad had worked in bars and stuff for years, they were, I think that made maybe even stricter. But alcohol was like not even a glass of wine on like New Year's Eve. They were so strict about alcohol, right?
A frozen daiquiri.
And there was an espresso martini. And that was it. Right? But I came home, we were drinking fucking druids in a field or something probably, and came home, and at the time my granny was living with us because my granny was dying of cancer at that time. So yeah.
The way he said that.
Yeah, this is the bad part, because obviously I came home and I was like, thought I was fine. I bear in mind I come home and like I think I still made curfew, which was 16. I'm pretty sure it was 10 o'clock. Like I was in the trenches.
Yeah.
That's quite late.
That is late enough.
I don't.
For a 16-year-old living in town.
But my friends it was all way later than that.
Really?
Right? But I came home and like obviously I thought I was like at the holding it together. I came in, I went to get a glass of water from the kitchen, I came back, they realised what was up. I think I'll go to bed, I've got this, like a James Bond movie. You're going in through the lasers. You're thinking like I've made it home. It's like, I'll get a pint of water, I'll go to bed. No one will be any wiser. And I remember years later, then me and my mum were having a row, and she like used it against me. Like I'm talking like probably more than 5 years later, she was like, "You came home while my mother was sick, sitting on that chair." I was like, "What a way to dig into the archive, man! Fucking hell!" But like, yeah, so that was probably the worst thing. I think, that was. I can't think of like. There's a couple of other bits and pieces, but that was definitely.
How'd she catch you?
I was drunk.
He looked like me in the George at 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. One eye looking at you, one eye looking for you. But I was in bits, and that was kind of the most rebellious thing. But like, it wasn't really, I didn't do it to like be like, fuck them. It was more a case of I was dealing with my own shit at the time, famously, at 16.
Yeah. Scalogum, like Casula to suppression. This actually wasn't the story I was going to tell, but it reminded me.
She's going to kill me for saying that.
Me and Ronan went out when we were like 17. It was the Leaving Cert the year before us, like their finishing night.
Yeah.
And like mom had known we drank for about a year now, so she was like over the fact, but she was like, form with like Caracani, like we got like 4 cans of Carlsberg each. And
Carlsberg!
She was
I
like,
like Carlsberg.
She was like, that'll do you now for the whole night at this party. Anyway, me and Ronan got to the party and got Dial-A-Drink up on our phone. Did you have Dial-A-Drink?
Yeah.
So
still do.
Do we?
I only really heard about that post college.
Oh no, like
during COVID, like we were like the amount of house parties that I got bottles of vodka dropped over to during COVID was real.
Me and Ronan were like, right, we'll get a big litre of vodka between like 6 of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, me and Ronan came home that night and we're like, bananas at the back door, and class. She let us in and she was like, what the fuck? She was like, what the fuck have you been doing? Anyway, we were like, it was the Carlsberg. So she actually...
The West Coast cooler was too strong.
She fully believed it and would never buy us Carlsberg again.
Oh no, girls, the Carlsberg. I don't know what it is. The Heineken 9 gram, but the Carlsberg.
To this, like, until we actually told her what we did, like maybe 2 or 3 years after that, she was always like, don't get Ronan a Carlsberg. It doesn't sit well with him.
There was a year... I was about 8, I think was I 17, just about to go 18 or 18, and we were in Jersey, where my auntie and uncle live in the Channel Islands, and he's like proper, like they've been living there like 30 years. Like he's the it is, well, he's a postman, so I don't think he's worrying about burying the money in his hedge fund. But like he moved there from pubs like years ago, but he's there over 30 years, and Donna is there as well, and like she's a Scouser and he's like towny from Dublin. They have the thickest accents ever, and they haven't softened a bit, and everyone else in Jersey sounds like they're from like posh London, like it's kind of like Southern England accent. But we went over and we drank this bottle of stuff called grappa. It's like a liqueur. Remember one night me and him were sitting in the garden, everyone else had gone to bed, we had like the fire lit and we were just talking absolute shite, right?
Really like it.
And we got, the Dubs were playing the next day and we got into our head that we were going to like hang a flag in the back of the house. So like he had a big Dublin flag, but we hadn't got a flagpole. So we like, this is like, seemed like a great idea drunk. We got a load of brushes and like broom handles and like fashioned them together into this like massive flagpole, hung the flag up, we're standing looking at it kind of in the dark and we're like, that's absolutely class. It was like, we were so proud of what we'd done, right? It was like Neil Armstrong, one small step for man. Next morning we got up, I am the worst hangover of my life.
Worse from
Like thrown up all morning. My mum came into it one stage. I was sitting up like just with my head on the toilet bowl in my underwear crying because I was so sick. Looked out the back garden, the flag was upside down. They still bring it up to this day. We had booked, like, we were going to this like really nice restaurant the next day and we had a table booked and I had to lie outside on the wall of the restaurant because I was overheating so much and I couldn't eat anything. I just had to lie there and wait for them to come back out. It was one of the worst hangovers. I've like rarely have been that hungover since. But watch out for grappa.
Yeah, that's sensational.
Grim.
There have been many soga Jimmer May soccer. Like I played rugby most of my childhood, but like we played soccer for like 2 or 3 years. And Clare won like Vima Digimerts, like we were playing against like Emo, this local team. They're kind of our rivals. Anyway, the ref was a cunt. He like put 2 decisions against us and they won by a goal. And anyway, we went into the dressing room. Agus Cormid clobber like dirt from our boots all over their new dressing room walls.
Oh my God, not what the Bobby Sands is this?
The dirty protest. But in Knockhoit, like all over the walls, us, the whole team, we were like, fuck this. Our managers had kind of like stayed outside the dressing room and we kind of were like, we
Were they in on the
no,
jig,
the managers were outside the dressing room not knowing. And then when we were leaving, we were all like, we have all the stuff. Place covered in shit. And on the walls just said, because Emo were the team, Emo are scum.
Oh wow.
And the next week of training, we all got like pulled aside one by one and our parents got told and Mom was like, how very dare you. I didn't raise that.
First the Carlsberg, now this.
Now the fucking muck all over the walls. Don't get me started, lads. Right, lads, na ruddy is ashti fwy childhood. What do you think? I think it's those things that kind of seem like they were going to be way more important than they are now as an adult. Like, it's always like, shina, like when we're older. Like,
yeah, number one, fucking trigonometry and algebra.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
Like
maths.
why the fuck
off.
did I have to persist with double maths on a Friday morning when now I take photos and post them on Instagram for a living?
or Pythagoras.
Like, if I ever see
Virgin.
Pythagoras in these fucking streets, count your fucking days, Pythagoras, because like the trauma that you put me through in
what?
fucking 2010
Nothing.
and 2011 for what?
Fuck.
Fucking nothing. So I could pick the right filter on Instagram. Nonsense.
I thought list of biogam because I've got 2 things that I'm like, everyone says these. Gáinneamh Sorach or Gáinneamh Bio. Quicksand.
Yes.
I really thought quicksand was going to be like, I was like, I better not die from quicksand.
It was because in every movie it was a problem.
But I haven't seen it. Since I've grown up, no movies have quicksand.
Whatever happened to quicksand?
This is her now, feel old yet.
We're obsessed with genders now and poor quicksand got the fucking
It's the
hit.
fucking distraction.
It's
People, the quicksand brigade are trying to put the focus on trans
The
people.
non-binaries ate all the quicksand.
Quicksand and piranha. I thought piranhas were going to be a big problem for me as well.
Yeah. But
I spent
again,
years of my childhood pretending the floor was lava. For what? I haven't had to escape one volcano.
Oh my God, yeah, volcanoes are called a real thing. But yeah, Gáinneamh Sorach. Quicksand. I really was like, I was like irrationally fear. And in Wicklow, there's like a river walk, and at the top of the river walk, it was kind of like marsh because the water for half the day kind of just about covered the sand.
Yeah.
And then for most of the day it didn't. So it was just sludgy, mucky sand.
Yeah.
But you'd throw a rock into it and it would sink under, but it would still be visible kind of. So I'd be like, oh my God, it's quicksand there.
Yeah.
So I fell down nearly before and I thought I was going to die, but that kind of made me realise I was just really born at a really young age.
No more crying after the coming out episode. Honestly, we're starting to get a bad rep.
and they got the piranhas too.
Yeah.
in the quicksand.
Have you ever seen a piranha though? Like that is mad. We
No,
don't talk-
I've
there's-
never.
We don't talk about parrots enough. We don't talk about piranhas enough. What a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Piranhas.
I know a lot of. I don't know a lot of people with parrots. I know my friend has a cockatoo.
I'm a fan of a cockatoo.
Who's your friend? Have I got his number?
But to actual scéalagam. So rinne mé Scouts agus mé fásanís. I think I was about 12. And there was a guy in Scouts, his name was Declan Kickham. And I just thought that was a weird name. His dad was like I don't know what his dad did for a living, but he basically was in the Sahara or something. And Declan told us a story about these parasites, so Shadon, that live in the water or like in the ground. And Gabunisuck, it's only in Regu and Fossick, so desert regions. So I don't know if it was the Sahara, but it was a desert of some sort. And basically, the parasites snávan siad sús de bhún. So they swim up your urine stream.
Oh, yeah.
As you piss and go into your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really
They're
scared
real.
me. And you know what? It's actually changed my life. So whenever I piss now, every so often I just shake my dick so it breaks the stream. Oh God. So nothing can swim up my piss. I'm 30 years old and I still do that.
All of the real fears that faces on a daily basis, and you're like, these penis fish are going to come out of the urinal in the George and get my ass.
Do you remember that episode of Grey's Anatomy?
It was in great. I was going to say, that's
Oh, no.
it's a thing.
It's from rainforest, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a
Maybe,
rainforest
maybe.
region.
They swim
Major.
up the stream.
It
Yeah.
was the Amazon in Grey's Anatomy, and they were like, "It's the penis fish.
Yeah, but then, oh yeah, so
They're
what,
fucking beautiful."
that is scary. No, I was irrationally afraid of those for a while. But yeah,
But
that's,
you're still out. You're shaking your willy.
Yeah.
well, I just don't think it's no harm just to be extra cautious.
I mean, surely it's only when you're like going toilet like in the water, when you're inside underneath it.
Well, if I'm under the water,
No, it's when you're standing up. It's not underwater. That's like
it's when you're pissing into the stream.
Oh, really?
They jump out of the water and swim up your.
Remember in
piss.
Glee, that's how Quinn said she got pregnant, because her and Finn had sex in the hot tub, and the cummies just swam into her.
The gummies.
The girls are going to kill me for saying they hate that word. But it's
an
my
awful
favorite word.
word.
My favorite word ever. But like, obviously, it was because she was riding Puck instead. But
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, it was the hot tub."
Sorry, shout out Glee. We need to do an episode of
I know.
that.
We had who did we have a conversation with that on Friday, or was it Saturday?
Yeah, we
we
all-
were going to
It
do
was
a full
at
episode.
NJ. We were all sitting in a circle and everyone was pulling out their heinous stories from Glee. But yeah,
and everyone had them.
Turning on the light inside your car when you're driving.
Oh my
oh
god!
my god, yeah.
Like, what was that about?
Your mum would be like, "No."
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, I think it was just because it would block the rearview mirror. But I was told that you'd get arrested.
Yeah, like it was
was like,
it was
that's
less
so
offensive to
weird.
grab the fucking steering wheel.
Yeah. But like Aaron Ocean, it was like only recently again, probably college. I was like, that's when I started learning to drive. I was like, that was a lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I was like, why would all these car manufacturers put a light there knowing it's so dangerous?
This one might be more Dublin centric, but like sitting upstairs on the bus was like my parents literally convinced
Okay,
me
Rosa
that
Parks.
there was honestly. Like my parents treated the upstairs of the bus upstairs, or when I was younger, like there was going to be open drug dealing and like prostitutes, like literal,
Prostitutes and
like there was going to be
heroin,
people selling guns up there, like like that was the whole like Simba, don't, like the light doesn't touch there, do not go there, like no, like you were not to go upstairs on the bus. And even now when I get on the bus, I'm like, I go upstairs, I'm like, I'm a fucking rebel.
The upstairs at the 74A, lad.
Like they were. My mom and dad were like. It was the worst place that you could go. Do never go there. Never go upstairs in the bus. If you're on the bus and you're around, don't go upstairs. I think they thought it was going to be trafficked or
Does
something.
your mom
on the
still
fucking
not go up?
77A. No, my mom never. My mom would only go upstairs in the bus if like I was with her and I'd throw a strop rather than sit
In
have to
fairness,
stand.
though, climbing up those stairs, the bus drivers never in Wicklow. The bus does not move until everyone's seated.
Yeah, they. Oh,
It's crazy.
No.
You'd be swinging. I'm like,
No, in Dublin,
what's
he's
the
like
thing the old woman
Need for
says?
Speed. What was it?
I'm like Tarzan up here.
Do you know the video of Patrick from EastEnders?
Yeah. Oh my god. Actually, on the topic of upstairs on the bus, and actually to be fair, when I saw this video the other night, gives a bit of heft to why my mum and dad were so afraid of it. Have you seen this gobshite who stands up preaching on the bus?
That
No.
looks like a downstairs.
And he was upstairs. So he gets up and he's like, I just want to talk to everyone for a couple of minutes about, it was on one of these like meme pages, but it was actually a Dublin bus. I want to talk to everyone about Christ. And it was like the Pride edition. And he got up and he was obviously saying, you know, we're all going to burn and go to hell or whatever shite. But he was like, it was a packed upstairs bus going into town. Imagine you were sitting there at like a 8:30 on a like Monday morning, it's raining, and this absolute dickweed gets up and decides that he's going to talk to you about something from his little book.
More and more you're seeing though the like posters on Dublin bus being like, Christ, come to me.
I would be like, that's when I would be like, boo, tell a joke.
Get a job.
Get your dick out.
No one likes you.
Like, or like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing when you bump into your ex on the bus.
Oh my God, he's a prostitute.
But yeah, don't go upstairs
It
on
is.
the bus.
Imagine if gay people were to do that. Start like, because they talk about like shoving your lifestyle on people. When you're on a bus, I've seen more videos of people on planes.
Yeah.
Like there's no escape. They're tied to their seat basically, and people are preaching religion at them.
I would be
Get the boat.
the way that plane would have to land if someone got up and started talking about Jesus.
9/11.
While I'm trying to have my croissant and glass of Prosecco on a Ryanair, absolutely not.
Did you see that your man got sucked out of the plane
Yeah.
in Greece?
Well, he nearly did, didn't he?
Well, like, yeah, but he got his head and shoulders were both out the window.
Yeah.
I didn't know you have dandruff. I don't. I use Head and Shoulders.
Sorry, what a mare.
Joe Hart, yeah, no, absolutely
I actually
awful.
have to disassociate from that story because that would terrify me.
But that's again, like flying was kind of scary when you were young.
Yeah. I'm just glad I'll never have to experience that again because I fly Aer Lingus.
Getting a pen license at school, do you remember that?
Oh,
my God,
yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
think they need to bring that back
I was
though.
the first in the class.
Were you?
Yeah.
What's
And
your
the first
handwriting
thing you
like?
did with it was start a meme
good.
page.
What?
You were like writing the business plan for your meme
Yeah,
page.
you're like,
And we're all left-handed, so we know how annoying transitioning to pen was because as you write with your left hand, it pulls the
Yeah.
ink across the
Yeah,
page.
we learned with fountain pen and you were writing and you just had this like
Black
pink or
sludge on
blue
your-
sludge across your thing. Were you like a black or a blue?
black.
Blue.
Blue, yeah, me too.
Black is for fucking like.
I
that
hate
was-
it. Get out of here.
Or do you know the people that wrote in green?
Oh,
that's
no,
nonsense.
sickles.
That's people who didn't write a lot.
They were licking the
They
walls.
were
and
what we
shit.
call now illiterate.
They were over there licking the pens. Cúpla rud Ella on Triton Bermuda. That
Oh my
never-
God,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Sorry,
Or
whatever
out
happened?
Amelia Earhart out the gap.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'd love to know where she
Amelia
is.
Earhart is currently drinking a can of Carlsberg, sinking in quicksand in the Bermuda Triangle, and nobody wants to talk about it.
And the fucking piranhas.
And the only people that are trying to save her is her pet parrot and her best friend, who's a piranha. Like, what's going on? The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, like what goes on there? Like,
I don't know.
I'd say there's dodgy islands or some shit down there.
I think we need to go and do like
No.
get in on the road to the Bermuda
On
Triangle.
Triton Bermuda.
I wonder if they got good phone signal there, because otherwise it'd be. I mean, if we can't photograph it, it's not.
Mayor, I couldn't put up any videos.
No. Bring his laptop.
Ag fáileach trochanóméid tar éis a ggéthe before swimming, so like waiting
Yeah.
30 minutes before he goes.
Is that real?
I don't think it's real.
I think it is, but I just don't think. I think it's more for people that can't really swim. Like I'm very proficient and confident swimmer.
Yeah, same.
You're also
like-
very buoyant though, so that probably helps.
It's fucking you.
The Royal Caribbean King Griffin.
And the last one I had was just being an adult. I used to think they had it all figured out. They were like class.
Yeah, I definitely feel like even when like I'm probably older now than like some of my teachers were in school, and they looked like grown up old people, adults to me.
And the more teachers you know, the more you realize they're all fucking taps. And none of them-
Yeah,
they're
like
all-
I honestly feel like a teenager in my 30s. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
well.
And like I don't. I just look at them and I'm like, but even people that are some people are the same age as me, or some people are younger, and I'm like, God, you're like an adult. Like there's some people aren't what I would call young at heart. Like some people like do
Oh, yeah.
get into adulthood and become grown ups.
Oh yeah, like there's people I work with that like are like my age, and I'm like, oh my god,
You're like I
You're
wonder
so
is it a
old.
gay thing?
Maybe, I don't know. Alexa, throw on Here's to Never Growing Up by Avril Lavigne there, please.
Yeah. What? Like Peter Pan, what's up?
Peter Pansy.
Captain Cook.
I could meet Peter Pan because he had a girlfriend, didn't he? Do
Wendy, yeah,
you remember the live action movie of that? He was like one of my gay awakenings.
really.
He was like,
Oh yeah, I do know.
I was like 14 getting ready. I wanted him to take me to Pound Town.
I was like Captain Hook.
Yeah.
After
go.
my activities over the weekend, they call me Tinkerbell now.
I was like, I want to be one of your lost boys.
Oh, everyone you've ever DM'd.
Take me to Neverland. Right, lads, na ruddy is Eanty, the most wonderful. It's the most wonderful. For this section, I wanted you to take you both back to the 80s, to your childhood.
I beg your finest pardon. If you plan on leaving here with all of those teeth planted into the front of your jaw, you'd want to watch our mouth.
I wanted to take you back, and you're like, Cuivni na hoga, like reignite the nostalgia that you have from childhood. And I want your starter pack, your pacosh the chunsknuff. So like to kind of bring you back, what would you need now to go back to your childhood?
Okay.
Leonard, Ciarán.
Rud Hain, I'm going to say a screwball. Is that what they're called?
The ice creams.
Screwball ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The little triangle. Is that what they're called with,
Yeah.
with the gum,
Yeah.
the gummy thing, or the chewing gum in the end? of it?
So simple, but so nice.
Yeah, bring those
That's
back.
nostalgia.
Bring them
Yeah.
Well,
back.
as soon
That
as
is-
Amelia Earhart gets back from the Bermuda Triangle, we're going for screwballs. I'm like, girl,
What
they're
about
on
the
me.
Do you know screwball boats?
Yeah,
It was like
this
the
one.
boat with two and a screwball.
Oh,
thing.
that was my tax bracket.
Well, it sank down in the Bermuda Triangle anyway.
Was
now,
it
so-
the Bermuda Triangle?
My mum was like, we have quicksand at home.
It's past your curfew, Ciarán.
But yeah, I loved those. They were like, that's just one of those, like the taste of that kind of just pops back to me. What have you got?
I have a food one as well for my first. So Nuravius Nis Oaga, we used to just spend every summer day, we'd leave at 10 a.m, 9 or 10 in the morning, go to the Wicklow beach, and it was like you just jump off the pier, and you'd stay there till like 6, 7 p.m. But in Laura and Lay, we had like just a ritual of, we'd walk from the beach, it would take an hour max each way, or an hour door to door, whatever. Overall, it would be a door. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we'd walk to Centra.
You smell toast.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
Huelmwich go Centra and Formwich just Centra rolls, but this was long before the chicken fillet rolls were a thing. It was all about, for me, cheese and coleslaw rolls. Cáis agus coleslaw, and the coleslaw from Centra, like Gohoiraha, are like, it's really uachtarú, they're creamy. It's like Centra are the only, like Musgrave, Centra and Soup Value is the only coleslaw I would touch. It's so good.
You heard it here first. Clip that. It's
But
the
like-
only coleslaw he'll touch.
Did you throw a bit of ham into
No,
it?
just cheese and coleslaw. It has to be grated cheddar
Oh my God.
and coleslaw.
You
But
must have been the only fucking 12-year-old with high cholesterol.
But we were all doing it. It was like a Wicklow thing. Everyone got cheese and coleslaw.
We're all
rolls.
doing it.
It was the 90s. We were all doing it. Quite the scandal, really.
What you mean you're not eating cheese and coleslaw, you bender?
Amelia's doing it and everything.
No, it's your
Yeah,
first one.
Tom. I have a food one as well. Like fucking 7-Up and ice cream. Like
float.
yeah.
ice cream float. Like,
yeah.
or Coke and ice cream, whichever you really fancy.
Yeah.
But
Or,
like,
well, we used to do it with cream soda.
that's
Which,
very
do you know,
90s of
I
you.
need cream soda to be more like back, like you only get it in like local little like boss man
Pepsi have a
shops.
version now, don't they?
But yeah, but that's cream Pepsi. That's a whole other. That's American shit. But like I'm talking about just a good plain cream soda. Yum, like an LTK.
Yeah.
Taylor
okay,
Keith,
yeah.
what's up, baby? Honestly, so
Travis
good.
Kelce.
Yeah, that's what he has it. Him and Taylor Swift started TK M&S.
But they're delicious. I had one at the weekend. I was just like, this is unreal. Like,
Yeah, that's a great one. Another one I have is this is very niche, but like a Cool Camps bag.
Oh, yeah.
oh, class.
That's for anyone that is listening to us that isn't from Ireland. We have these GAA camps every summer called Cool Camps, and you get it's the summer camp of Ireland.
I never
think it's
did
fair
it.
to say. Did you not?
Oh,
Did you ever do Samba soccer? Do you
Yeah, I
remember
did
that?
Samba soccer once.
Yeah, that was like
I was
that was fucking
Juventus.
extortion. Like that was like so much more expensive than the other camps. I remember they used to say like, oh, a real Brazilian footballer would come, and it was someone who played on like the fucking third team once. Like we all thought Ronaldinho was going to be rocking into fucking dribbling it, right? But yeah, for anyone that hasn't heard of it before, it's like a GAA summer camp, and it's very much like a canon event in an Irish childhood, I would say. But you get a kit as part of it, and like jersey, shorts, and a bag, and every single Irish school bag in September is a Cool Camps bag.
I'm actually surprised Pelador haven't done some sort of Cool Camps
Cool Camps
throwback.
thing,
And
yeah.
another one of mine, plastic lunch boxes. Now I'm gonna so as in like kind of the Chinese containers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For two reasons. One, we used to make potions. Just like get loads of all my mom's like really expensive hand soap. And just pour it in, mix it with 7-Up and like twirl it around.
I like a
make
nom,
potions.
nom, and that's a mats.
But more so, we used to like collect bugs, like spiders
Okay.
and little pedophiles.
Okay.
And we used to just like have loads of lunch. But my mom used to hate it because she'd find them in like the garden and she'd pick it up and not realize that there'd be like 10
No.
spiders in it. Yeah, we used to just collect insects and keep them in like zoos in the lunch boxes.
That's kind of
Did you put air holes in for them? Do insects breathe? Yeah, they do,
Yeah.
don't they?
two insects.
Do insects breathe?
I have Claire Canona couple like conkers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, me and Ronan set up a business, and like because we had two massive conker trees in our estate, and we started selling them. We made like €70.
Slay. And did you treat them?
Yeah, we put them in the oven.
Oven,
and
do the varnish, all that kind of
the
stuff.
whole lot.
Yeah.
And we'd sell the cheaper ones, or the worser ones for cheaper.
Oh my God, you like fucking
The
Delboy and Rodney.
Then, then Mom found out and gave it all to Troca.
Why not? Because you weren't charging VAT, like.
I don't know. She was just like that.
Taxman came in.
You're saying that you're shy crack.
This isn't one of mine, but that's after reminding me of Curbs. We've already talked about that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Curbs. Curbs gets a shout out every 3 episodes. of this episode.
Who said
Curbs?
Kirby's?
I said Curbs.
Yeah, no, Curbs. But we were near the Phoenix Park though, and that's where we used to go and get them. There was good. If you went down kind of late August, early September, there would be congers the size of fucking grapefruits. Like,
Yeah.
it was class.
On the note of curbs, my last one was a ball, Elite Road. Like, just in general, everywhere we went, we had a ball with us.
Not your glasses, no?
My Spoyers goggles.
Edgar Davids, what's up?
How are you?
You had to see them so he could accurately smear shit on the door of a dressing room or
Emo
something.
Arscall.
Yeah.
McKeown Dernock is a VHS cassette. You used to be able to buy the blank ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were always at Mass, Egon Am Kane and all, the big movie. So we never got to watch the big movie live, but we used to record it on the VHS thing. So we'd rush home from Mass, listening about how like I was going to hell and stuff like that.
my God.
And then I'd go home and watch like Stuart Little. But he obviously used, I don't know if this is legal. Like, were you allowed to do that? Like, you're
Neil is
recording the
gone,
telly,
like,
but you have to
yeah.
record the ads as well. So you'd be watching the ads on the VHS.
Yeah, well, probably. I mean, I don't know if there wasn't really copyright laws in the 90s.
Okay, and I remember. Well, what
They
about
weren't
that?
strict
You wouldn't
enough.
steal it. You wouldn't steal a car. That
Yeah.
was 90s.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
well,
steal the
I
six counties.
think doing things like that for private use, I think is generally okay. It's more if you're commercializing it.
No, we were
Selling
selling them out on the street.
We got.
Or
all
do you
the
remember
ads.
actually speaking of the old pirate videos you used to get in like Spain from
Yeah,
the Donkey Duckies?
Yeah.
But it would be like it'd just be someone like holding a camcorder.
Yeah.
Like people, there'd be silhouettes of people walking across the
cinema.
shot, or like there'd be a head.
I think my last one as well would be because I was thinking about like a piece of media or like a something that I would watch a
Yeah.
lot. So definitely videos, but the one video I would spotlight is Barney the dinosaur at Radio City Music Hall. I don't know if you. So
Yeah.
it was one.
McQueen.
It was like it was a recording of like that show. I had that tape run through when I was a kid. Like that was like frayed. I watched it that much. But like Barney at Radio City Music Hall, The Land Before Time,
Oh,
the dinosaurs, yeah, or the Chippendales.
No.
no, I think that's a bit before my time.
And they were like little Chippendales. And now I'm into a different type of Chippendales. You know what I mean? But
The Rugrats movie.
oh my god,
Excellent,
yeah.
yeah.
When it ends on the bridge, when Spike, it looks like Spike dies.
Yeah.
I used to, that scene.
Or Tommy and Dale sharing the blanket in the rain.
I actually hate. I
Nil
asked,
and Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Dill.
No, Dill. Phil and Nil. But
Phil and
Dale
Nil.
is Tommy's little
So
brother.
that scene, I actually hated Dill, and I remember this
Me
is
too.
so psychotic. I asked Santa for the real Dill. I didn't want a toy. I wanted Dill so I could shout at him. I'd be like, "You're a little cunt."
Jesus.
I want that Reptar mobile so bad. That's when I eventually get my license. That's what you're going to see me driving.
You don't need a license to drive a sandwich.
It was so good.
Right, lads, it's time for five words of advice for our listeners for getting through their childhood or getting over their childhood trauma, maybe.
Well, I've learned something new here from your story today, Cathal. So mine's going to be no big old Carlsberg.
Well, don't.
Because you get very drunk.
You do, and you'd be puking.
Especially when you wash it down with a litre of vodka. And I'd say it was like, well, it wasn't even Hussar, was it? It was some
Two
Russian
trees.
shite.
Nikita,
Two
Nikita.
trees.
There used to be one Kulov, and we used to say it was like the Russian word for rat poison because it was like. But remember, I think I said this before. I used to get the Kulov, drink down half a can of Druids, and pour the naggin into the Druids and drink
Yeah,
that. No need for that.
Not be a good
Other mixers were also available.
Yeah. Keen Leonard.
Ní hagan Kiel Ravish, sense doesn't come before age. So like obviously we all like me with the meme page thinking I was running a fucking Goss magazine conglomerate.
I'm so glad you moved away from being a content creator that like tries to get themselves cancelled because like that's like you've grown so much.
So much. And finally, I have British Norilica, so like break the rules. I think
Break the rules. It's not a phase,
I
Mom.
was so like goody two shoes, and I wish I had been a bit more like carefree. Like those two things I told you, them the two things I told you, lad. They were probably like the worst things I ever did. So I think people need to be a bit more carefree.
Yeah, if you're 12 years old and you're listening to this,
Turn us off.
what the hell are you listening to us for? But go and
Show
get,
some young fella into the quicksand.
yeah, for stealing your Carlsberg.
Right, lads, Sinead for this week's episode of Galen. Thank you very much for listening. Tá súlagam gur bhain sibh taitneamh. We are very much happy that you are still listening to us. And get in touch with us on Instagram, TikTok, the whole lot, at Galen Podcast, or send us an email because we want to hear from you.
And tell 5 of your mates about this podcast, will you please?
Yeah.
And any urinal parasites on take there, please.
Yeah.
Shout out to our listeners of the week, Amelia Earhart, Piranhas, and Ganya Shurok.
We love you, girl.
Looking forward to hearing all your thoughts and seeing you next.
Get in for your dinner.
Yup, Amelia.
Fuck's sake. Right. We'll see you next week on a Head Stuff podcast. No, wherever you get your podcast. And we'll have a bonus coming out on Friday. Sinead, lads. Slán.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.